It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my friends, and I mean that, my buddies, my pals, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out there in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers against the Phoenix Suns. And guys, for the Suns, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And Kevin Love in action tonight. He could have made the decision to try his luck elsewhere, but he chose to re-sign in Cleveland. What do you guys think of that decision?
Oh, I mean, it's a great decision. Sometimes you're not as featured in certain offenses, but you're winning. And he knows that him in the lineup there in the East, they have a chance to win it all. I'd rather win and get paid than get paid and be on a team that's just mediocre.
You know, his numbers won't be the same as long as he's in the second option, but you understand why he stayed. He's playing with the King.
Are you down with the
King?
Just about time for tip-off. We'll see you later.
Perez, how you doing? How's the campaign going?
Oh, very funny, man. You know, I plan on putting on a show tonight.
We'll see about that. My team's ready.
Well, you better be, because that's the only chance y'all got.
I'm gonna remember that, Perez. It's on.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against the Warriors in Oakland. And that result, guys, was a real shock. It was just about as complete a dominant performance as we've seen them.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Well, they were relentless on the offensive end. They had good decision-making, outstanding execution. They went in and quieted a very hostile crowd.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, Cavs head coach Tyronn Lue hired midway through last season. A first-time head coach, he played 11 seasons in the NBA and won 2 championships with the Lakers, and spent 6+ seasons on the bench as an assistant coach. LeBron James said there's nothing that he hasn't seen. He's played for Phil Jackson, he's coached with Doc Rivers, he's been all over, so he has experience. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Certainly a lot expected of everybody in Cleveland. Here at the midway point of the season, the league pecking order now coming more into focus.
You know, I think generally you can see who's going to be in the playoffs by this point. You understand what a playoff team looks like and what a non-playoff team doesn't. Certainly by this point, some teams are saying, you know what, I think we might be heading to the lottery. Let's help that cause along.
But I never feel, even though people will speculate and talk about this, that the teams try to lose to better their position. I've always felt these are pros. It's on tape, and their individual careers as much as the team is at stake here.
I think you make a great point, because these guys are about pride. No one likes losing. In fact, you can see rookies who come in and have had success at a high level on the college game, how much of a toll it takes on them mentally. And I'm a big believer, Kevin, is you can't try to lose, because if you do, it sets a very poor standard moving forward for those players.
That's a great perspective. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Fred, he's in at power forward. Young is out there with Booker. Then there's Warren, and it's Bender in at the center. That one goes in.
I tell you, that timing and that awareness Love has near the rim is something you simply can't teach.
Young dishes to Prez. Down low. Second shot opportunity, and Bender with the lay-in.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
I mean, easily prevented points if they just attacked the boards the way they should have.
Love with a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Love's got 5.
Well, you know, Kevin, Kevin Love is ready in catch-and-shoot situations. Beautifully done.
They set the screen, and Young kicks to Prez. Good D from Love.
Just wasn't very aggressive with the ball. Had a really good look at the basket and blew it.
The Cavaliers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Love's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
4 up, 4 down. Nice way to start this one.
Young against Love. Young passes to Prez. Count that bucket. With all the trade rumors of orange juice potentially being broken up, it's surprising to not hear from Prez on the matter.
Well, you can't help but wonder if there isn't something else going on behind the scenes that isn't being talked about. Perhaps a rift in their friendship. You just never know. And what makes Prez special is his passion for the game. Any weakness he has, he works tirelessly to make it a strength.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
Young dishes to Warren. From downtown, that was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Love with the screen on Young. Irving kicks to Love. Lets it go from deep. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's now 10 points for Love.
Yeah, guys, that takes vision and timing to put it on time and on target. And for the Cavaliers, 3rd time was that charm, right? 3 finals appearances in their last 46 years as a franchise, and they finally win the title. And hang that banner, guys. What a tremendous accomplishment.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. LeBron outside, dishes it to Irving. Screen by Smith. Irving kicks to Love. The jump hook, and he can't bank that one in. And it wasn't just the Cavaliers getting the monkey off the back doors. It was the entire city of Cleveland.
Well, how about over a half a century between professional sporting championships? It's almost hard to quantify what the Cavs win meant for those loyal fans.
The Suns trailing. Bender the pass to Prez. Feeds it to Bender. Nice ball movement by Pheonix. Young dishes to Prez. Shot clock at 6. Passes to Bender. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And hey, we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Smith kicks to LeBron from 12 feet out. And another miss by Cleveland.
Boy, clear breakdown on defense. They're fortunate that he didn't make them pay.
And Bender throws it down.
And when a 7-footer like Bender is taking it to the rim like that, it's terrifying for the D. That's almost impossible to guard.
Doris, we have seen so many great dunkers in the NBA.
We need everyone paying attention when Kyrie is on the floor. He cannot touch the ball. You hear me? Deny him the rock and take him out of this game. No easy buckets now, all right? You got this.
And who, when he's bearing down on you in transition, you're thinking, I want no part of that man.
How did you like the dunk contest at the All-Star game between Gordon and Levine?
I'll tell you this. I think that dunk contest is going to make it attractive to the rest of the guys around the NBA.
Good point. And so here's Cleveland. The Suns getting the bucket. Irving passes to Thompson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
Yeah, their ball movement has been superb with him on the floor, and so many of their baskets coming directly off one of his dimes.
Here's Prez, and look at Prez there, just punishing the rim.
Oh, and you love the ferocity that Prez finished that playoff with. No layups for the big fella.
The screen from Thompson. Here's Love, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Love's got 12 points in the game.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Here's Prez.
And how about the skill from Prez down on the block, working hard inside and getting the contact and the process.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jefferson comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Pheonix, Lenz checked in for Bender. P.J. Tucker comes in for Warren. And Knight subbed in for Booker.
Just an example of Frye working down low for buckets. Just superb body control when he has the ball in the low post.
And that's out of bounds. Pheonix will retain possession. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. The Suns #1.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponent.
Now here's Prez. Young with no one around. Here's Len.
A really terrific job from LeBron to keep his hands up, his feet moving, gets the challenge on that shot.
And Shumpert kicks to Williams. Frye dishes to Shumpert. The shot missing. Some solid defense from Knight. Suns trail by 4. Young in the corner. Lets it fly. That one's good from the corner.
Where you at,
Young's
Cleveland?
got his second bucket tonight.
Real quiet.
Well, you watch Earl Watson coaching the Suns team. It's easy to see why they wanted him. He seems to connect really easily with these guys. Great motivator. Will always have this group fighting from start to finish.
And too long on the shot.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
Yeah, he's reliable on defense. Doesn't allow a shooter any separation to get comfortable.
LeBron outside. There's the pick. Shumpert with the screen for LeBron. He feeds it to Williams. There's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists tonight.
That is King James. It's spreading the floor, involving everyone on the offensive end.
Now here's Knight. His last outing, he had 8 points. Young passes to Prez. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
All the credit goes to the defense, preventing a terrific finisher like that from throwing it down.
Here's LeBron, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And LeBron James achieving the highlight of his career, helping lead the Cavs to their first title in franchise history, and Cleveland's first title in over 50 years. Really hard to overstate.
Here's Young. He's got 5. And Pheonix looking who they've got on the floor. Prez in at the 4 spot. Booker out there with Young. Then there's Bender, and it's Warren in at the small forward. To the inside, Prez. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on LeBron James.
And that's just what Prez does, getting real physical with the D on his shots.
And there's been a lot of negativity, Greg, directed LeBron's way. Cavs fans who felt betrayed when he left, analysts who questioned his greatness. What does that 2016 title now do to them?
I think it changes a lot, especially for those in Cleveland. For the analysts who question LeBron's place in history, I think his 2 titles in Miami had already done a lot to cement his reputation. The 2016 title should remove that as an argument.
Irving kicks to James. The dish to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to James. 6 points for Tristan Thompson.
And Thompson becoming so good at getting a shot up at the right angle so it can't be blocked.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Prez in their last game against the Jazz looked really strong. He ended with 13 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. That was just the latest in a string of very productive games for him. See if he can keep this streak going, Kevin.
All right, David. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Yeah, I mean, he dominated that last outing so completely. His confidence is high, and that's a very dangerous thing for this defense.
Warren dishes to Young. Back to Warren. To the middle. Here's Prez. Kicks it out to Booker. Buries it from three-point range.
And just amazing awareness there. Prez whipping the ball all over quickly to the uncovered man.
Smith outside. The feed to Irving. And Fry has it in the corner. They get the rebound. Here's Thompson. The Cavaliers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That one is off. And Tristan Thompson has improved his scoring efficiency, Doris, every season in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Kevin, this is not a go-to scorer, more of a garbage buckets type player, but he's learning how to be effective. And he's also improving as a decision maker. Last season, his best ever assist-to-turnover ratio.
Lenz checked in for Bender. Prez with the screen for Booker. Free throw line jump shot. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter. Smith outside. Irving kicks to Fry. Back to Irving. They set the pick. Lets the three fly. The shot, no good. Good defensive work there by Young. And the Suns tack on two more.
Yeah, sensational focus. Young not letting the D affect his jumper at all. What a gifted shooter.
Outside Irving. Kicks it to Fry. For the three. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his fifth assist in this one.
Perfect.
No easy buckets now. Hustle up. Our defense on Kyrie has got to be better, guys. How many times do I have to repeat myself? He cannot touch the ball. You hear me? I want us to deny him the basketball. Work hard and stay on top of him. It starts right now, fellas. Let's go.
And rebounding is where he hurts you. Underrated defensively, and of course, close to 40% from three-point range. That provides spacing for all of their star talent.
Here to check out some numbers for Prez. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, averaging about 18 points per, 8 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
Suns trail by 12. Out to the right wing. Warren, the pass to Len. Nice ball movement by Pheonix. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. Doris, you've interviewed so many coaches over the years. Which coaches do you enjoy interviewing the most?
Well, I have to say my classmate, Billy Donovan.
No kidding.
We were both point guards in the class of '87. I like to tell Billy he was the second best one in that class, in fact. But I do enjoy.
I bet he enjoys that, too. He's a good man, isn't he? Huh?
He is, no question about it. And because he's new to the league, he's not objecting quite yet to the ad nauseum questions we tend to ask over and over.
How about quickly talking with Greg Popovich at San Antonio, which is always a challenge, whether you're calling the game or you're on the sideline.
I want you to understand something. When I'm walking over to Greg Popovich, I want you to understand that my heart is pounding. I'm probably sweating.
No, come on.
And I'm trying not to shake.
Oh, come on. That's against everything you are. I know that. It's always good conversation, though. Outside Jefferson. Thompson, a screen on Booker. Smith outside, fires from deep. Another three for Cleveland.
And really, Smith is always looking to fire as soon as he touches the ball. The D has to be more aware of that quick trigger.
Prez dishes to Warren. Prez with the screen for Warren. He kicks to Young. Pass to Prez. It's deflected. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Cavaliers.
Well, the way things look from this, you would think that OJ would be leading their team to victory, but they still find themselves trailing. It is a deficit that is easy to overcome if things start falling their way, but you have to be surprised that they are down in the first place.
And that's out of bounds. Pheonix will retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Great anticipation, just a little late getting his hand in there.
Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. Williams comes in for Smith. And the call will be against Alex Lamb. That is his first foul of the game. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Irving kicks to Thompson. The pass to Williams. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Pheonix will take possession. And one of the trademarks of the many best point guards in the league, their ability to score in addition to distribute. So here now a look at the top scoring point guards this season. Fourth, Kyrie Irving.
And this is a group of guys who have that uncanny knack to simply score and put points up while they find ways to get the rest of the team involved. Really the complete package.
You know, they truly are. Whether it's one-on-one situations or staying within that team framework, that is a gifted group offensively. And, you know, you said it. Their ability to put up big points from the one-guard spot is what really sets them apart.
Love outside. Here's the teardrop. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len. Shumpert is checked in for Irving. And then for Pheonix, P.J. Tucker. He's checked in for T.J. Warren. And Knight subbed in for Devin Booker. 6 to shoot. Williams double team. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. It's deflected.
And you gotta respect the D. Prez just spiking the shot back thanks to that amazing reach.
The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The clock runs out.
Hustle up. We have 2 more quarters to make this right. We cannot defend Love this poorly and expect to win this game. I want our best defender matched up with him. We have got to get him off his game, so dig deep and make him work on every possession.
Glad to have you back with us in Cleveland as we take a look down at the outside portion of Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the 3rd and 4th quarters. Kevin Love really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
The 2 E's, efficient and effective performance from him. Not needing a lot of looks to make a huge difference in the scoring column.
Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair. Sharpshooters Irving and J.R. Smith are the backcourt duo. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
Well, you want a young player who can just explode for points on any given night, and that guy is Devin Booker. He does it in just about every way you want from a wing. He can hit from deep, he can pull up jumper, or he can go right at the rim and finish.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Inside, here's Thompson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 9 points for Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, there are several ways that Thompson can be a factor on the offensive end, and he is still adding to that arsenal.
Here's Prez. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Prez has got 11 points.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
The screen from Thompson. Love the pass to Smith. Thompson inside. Kicks it out to Love. A second chance effort. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Prez kicks to Bender. To the paint and stolen by Love. Smith outside. Back to Love. Pass to Irving. Down low. Here's Thompson. Up and in on the layup. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
No one near Prez as he lets it go. A three-pointer off the mark. This is to Love. Back to Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Jefferson with the three. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, the D backs off in three-point territory. He'll take that shot all day long.
Down low. Shot to stop the run. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. For the Cavaliers, Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. And it's LeBron in for Richard Jefferson. And a change for the Suns. Tyson Chandler is checked in for T.J. Warren.
And Bender's one of those guys just oozing with potential. A big man who runs the floor well and uses his size down close to the basket. And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Irving a screen on Young. Smith dishes to Irving. Inside, Frye. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Channing Frye, a three-point specialist at 6'11". It's a shot he didn't really utilize in earnest until his 5th year in the league.
Now think about it, Kevin. It's like he flipped a switch. It's become the staple of his offensive game, and he's a trendsetter.
All right, bring it in. Let's talk, gentlemen. Listen up. We've got to make some adjustments on offense out there. All right, I want us taking advantage of this offensive mismatch and playing through our man right now, okay? So feed him the ball when he gets to his spot. Be patient. And let's make the best decisions we can out there. Hey, our run starts right here. Right here.
How seriously these men take their job. This is not, yes, they are well compensated, but by and large, these men will take your heart out to get a spot on an NBA roster. And it's their vocation as opposed to their job. These men are passionate about the league. They have incredible work habits, and I'm in awe of how hard they work.
Are you surprised, too, at the playbook? People just think these plays just kind of happen. Every play is, there is some script or design for every play.
It drives me crazy when people say they'll only watch the NBA in the final 2 minutes because that's when the game's decided. We are talking about the best players, the best athletes, and the best coaching there is in any level. And to me, you're doing a disservice if you don't watch the full 48.
Great points. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, when Kevin Love was in Minnesota, he developed into a three-point shooter, but he said, I know I'm not a stretch 4. I'm a post player that can shoot. It's like Kevin McHale used to tell me, just go where they ain't. I try to space the floor as best as I can. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A., and spacing so crucial in today's game. No good from Frye.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Cleveland leading by 12. Feeds to Smith. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Pheonix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now here's Prez. He's guarded by Love. Chandler is screen. Young passes to Prez and stolen by Love. And Frye kicks to Love. Launches a 3. Goes back up, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And you know, if you foul Love, he's going to make you pay at the free throw line.
For Cleveland, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. That free throw good from Kevin Love. Suns trail by 18. And Pheonix looking who they've got on the floor. Prez in at power forward. Young is out there with Booker. Then it's T.J. Warren. And it's Bender in at the 5 down low. Here's Smith. LeBron outside. He dishes it to Thompson. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Suns.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
He really does a very good job of extending out to the shooter, but always under control.
Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Irving kicks to James. Here's Thompson. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 5th assist in this one. Prez dishes to Bender. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And really, it does not matter who you throw at Bender. He is just so crafty down in the paint.
Irving, good.
I mean, he was great in his last game. Clearly, he has not lost that love and feel.
No, he's having one of those stretches where you just have to stand back and admire the work he's putting in on the basketball court.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Smith wide open. He fires. Off target from outside.
You know, this hasn't been his best game, but he's been aggressive, and they're winning.
The Cavaliers leading by 18. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, guys, you could make the case that Tristan Thompson has a center's game and a power forward's frame. He put on some weight going into last season in order to spend more time at the 5. That was probably a wise choice.
That one no good. And Thompson able Doris to defend the 4 and 5 spot pretty well.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, you know, you love his ability to be able to bang inside and also move laterally when he's away from the rim. And though he's not a great shot blocker, he gives you just enough rim protection when you play him at the 5 spot.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Now here's LeBron. He's tightly guarded. Five to shoot. From deep, if they get it back. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And Cleveland making a change here. Love's checked in. Suns trail by 17. And Young kicks to Booker. Passes it to Prez. They get it back. The kick out to Young. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Cleveland's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. James kicks to Thompson. It's deflected. Booker with it. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Pheonix.
Lined it up and knocked it down. His 2nd triple tonight.
Cleveland leading by 11. James outside. He feeds it to Irving. And the foul called on Justice Young. That's his 1st foul. Doris, we've seen more teams look to expand their offenses and stretch teams out. You can't analyze the NBA now without using the word spacing to look at a play.
Yeah, it almost makes you feel like perhaps that post play is being phased out of the game. I don't like that. To me, some of my best memories is watching Hakeem Olajuwon deliver the dream shake on the block, or Patrick Ewing, you know, overpowers somebody. What's your take? I mean, do you think this is something that is simply cyclical, Kevin, where the post play is out of it, or do you see a time where maybe it comes back in?
Well, you've talked about the influence of a Steph Curry Curry and what his long-range shooting means for all these young kids playing on playgrounds around the world.
Right.
They're intrigued by it. They're going to work at it. They see future glory for themselves.
Correct.
I think spacing is here. I think seeing players move without the ball, cutting without the ball, enjoying the passing, enjoying the dribbling. They're bringing in parts of the game which are so eye-pleasing.
Yeah.
So fun to watch. And I'm sure it's fun to play, too.
No question. I think, obviously, there's something so exciting to the team making the three and so demoralizing to the team that's having it done to them.
Think of how few players are the size 7-footers, 6'8", 7'2", that have that kind of size that can play that kind of game. You're talking about a very small number.
Come on, gentlemen. Let's go. We cannot defend Love this poorly and expect to win this game.
Phoenix Suns come into this one following a loss to Utah. Here's Prez. Hits the front of the rim and out.
It's a case of doing too much. He has to look to get his teammates involved, and his shot's just not there right now.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Almost got to that shot in time. Just a split
Can't make
second
those mistakes.
late there. Caught it just barely on its way down.
To the paint, it's tipped and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. And he makes the first. These Phoenix fans are accustomed to winning basketball. The Suns with one of the top 5 historic win percentages in NBA history.
Yeah, Kevin, fans can get spoiled just like anyone. They have high expectations, and I think the Suns embrace that. Nobody is in this business to lose. They're gunning to get back into the thick of things.
Suns trail by 15. Booker in the corner. To the middle. Here's Prez. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
I think everyone knows Cleveland is the team to beat in the East. They steamrolled through the Eastern Conference a year ago. And I think as long as their roster stays pretty much intact, they've got to continue to exert that dominance.
Both free throws good from Prez. And this Cavs team, a veteran-laden group, Doris, no question about that. And they're great, but do they have a way to get even better?
Well, it's interesting because their core players are either at their peak or perhaps on the downswing. And they probably need to luck out in the draft or free agency to move the needle from here. He's doing everything he can to help stretch this lead. He's working hard, converting at a high percentage of them. Nice.
Booker the pass to Prez. Count that bucket.
And how about the precision there of Prez, keeping his balance and getting the shot off despite the obvious contact.
And that one misses. And the Suns going through the longest playoff drought in the franchise's history. 6 seasons, Doris, and counting.
Well, think back to 2014, Kevin, when they win 48 games and still miss the playoffs. Tough break there. We've seen the conferences become more balanced, but there's a long time where good just wasn't good enough in the Western Conference. Now, you think about Kevin Love deciding that he would return to Cleveland, a shiny new 5-year, $110 million contract. He had to sit with LeBron first and discuss how he could perhaps do more to help the team win. Let's remember, this was a big-time guy in Minnesota.
And Kevin Love knew when he joined the Cavaliers that it would be in a different role. Instead of being the go-to guy he was in Minnesota, he is now more or less the third option.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, obviously for the Cavs, you want to make sure you can try to continue to feature him offensively, even if that's by staggering minutes with LeBron's. You want to keep him engaged and take advantage of his talents.
Back to LeBron. Stolen by Bender. Here's Prez. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Smith outside. And it's Love, top of the key. And on the way from Irving for 3. That's in there. Love with the assist.
Bring it in, guys. Let's shut him down now. This is it. Do not take your foot off the gas pedal now, gentlemen. So let's focus on getting a stop on the next possession. I need everything you've got on the defensive end. When they go to set a pick, be ready to fight through it and trust each other out there, fellas. This is it. Let's execute and win.
They give up a...
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kyrie, big numbers for you tonight, and I always wonder what it's like to be in a zone like that offensively.
It feels amazing. More importantly, we got the win, and I couldn't have done it without my teammates. They did a heck of a job of competing every single minute of this game. It took everybody's effort from our bench. It took a 15-man effort, and I'm glad we got the win.
15 men, but one man was the difference. Thanks, Kyrie. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
I don't know what happened, but Kyrie balling out of control tonight. Whew.
He was a force tonight, man.
What was missing?
He was busting your chops.
I mean, me? I mean, you switched off on him a couple times.
Just once.